Welcome to day one of Beginning with the Self. This is Lisbeth. Even though I'm not with you in person right now, please know that I am genuinely excited to be launching into this process with you. Your first step to courageous and compassionate communication is to know your why of communication. Acting without knowing what you want or why it's important to you is a bit like playing Russian roulette. This is true in much of life and definitely true in communication. All too often, conflict and confusion result because the people speaking have no idea what they're needing to receive with their interaction or why it's important to them. Consider, why do you communicate with others? Besse, author of The Body Keeps the Score, gives us one answer. He says, language gives us the power to change ourselves and others by communicating our experiences, helping us to define what we know and finding a common sense of meaning. I believe when we communicate with others, we're asking them, please know who I am and care about what matters to me. And please be in this world with me. Your task today is to consider what universal life-giving needs you are attempting to care for when you speak with others. You'll need your needs list and your needs I attend to when I communicate worksheet to complete this task. So think of 3 different conversations you've had in the last 24 hours or thereabouts. Write a very brief description of each conversation in each column of your needs I attend to when I communicate worksheet. Now get out your universal needs list. For each conversation, look at the needs list and choose all the needs that you were hoping to care for with the conversation. Write them down in the column under that conversation description. You can see an example here of what your worksheet might look like. Now notice, are there 1 to 3 needs which show up in each conversation? If you look at my example, you'll see that the need to be heard, the need for understanding, and for contribution show up in each conversation. This means in each conversation, I was wanting to be heard and maybe be given the gift of being heard to another. I was wanting understanding, either self-understanding or understanding of the other. And I was wanting contribution, either as a giver or receiver or both. If you notice any needs which show up in each conversation, write them as I did in the space provided. Realize that these are needs which are probably alive most times you speak with someone. Imagine, for example, how different your conversations might be if you and the person speaking held active and compassionate awareness of the need to be heard in each and every conversation. It's time to journal and share. Take a few moments to absorb the work you did in today's lesson. What struck you? What would you like to remember? Write for at least 5 minutes in your journal considering these questions. When you're done, share your thoughts with others, either in the Love and Language community or maybe just others in your lives. Here is your challenge for today. Over the next 24 hours, listen for the "please care about what matters to me" message in your conversations, whether it's you asking to be cared for or others asking to be cared for. That's it. You're done for today. Go celebrate. Celebrate the time that you gave to yourself today. Celebrate the completion of this work. Celebrate the value that you're giving to yourself by giving time to this work and time to yourself. And remember, you create the world you live in every moment and with every thought. And every moment and every thought is a chance to create a new future for yourself. Cheers!